Okay. Squadron 42. Okay. Well, Squadron 42 is the thing. Bradbury is complete. I do need to go back here and remember that I got Europum to salvage to harvest. Andromas. Very cool. Newton. Nemeria. Bardine. What was the highest level places we went to? 90? 25? 75? Ooh, so we're going to a... Okay, so we have a high level place to look at on the horizon. Let's go to Nemeria just because it's on the way and that sounds cool. Oh no. IO2, slightly higher gravity. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, this could be a poor choice. Alright, how bad oh no. Oh, okay, sorry. I was like, wait a minute, what? Flora, primordial, water, biological. Okay. Okay, I mean, this isn't gonna be amazing, but this is not gonna be terrible. Yeah, I wonder. So I was streaming Star Citizen yesterday, and, like... I don't know. I'm like halfway between, oh, Star Citizen is just going to be a thing I stream on Wednesdays, and oh, you know, it's whatever Wednesdays, and I just really feel like playing Star Citizen. And I just don't know what I want to play on Wednesdays. I mean, like, stuff like... I saw that the resource started with S, and I did get excited. Yeah, I do need to get back into playing, like, Mario Party and some other stuff. And, like, I mean... There's definitely things that, like... There are definitely some games that, like, make sense to play on Fridays more than... Because I played, like, RoboCop, I played... Metro on Wednesday, and, like, on Wednesdays, and I think it probably makes more sense just to play those games... Like, Fridays shouldn't be RPGs, it should be, like, story-focused things, and it should just be, like, you know, this is... You know, we're working our way through this narrative experience, and Wednesdays are non-narrative experiences. Sundays are Star Citizen, because I love Star Citizen, and I, like... You know, that's gonna just... That is just going to be a thing. Sorry, am I going and, like... just running around with my head cut off? I think we're good. I don't know, do mountains do that? There's, like... I don't know how to describe this. But where there's just, like, really small peaks? Because, I don't know, something... kind of feels like... I don't know. Something just feels off about that. Also, I really have got to remember to use the fucking buggy. Good lord. I was also gonna say something about Star Citizen and the fauna. I'm sorry, no, not fauna, the flora. And I don't think they have any dynamic systems where like, oh, this plant is high gravity, or this planet is high gravity, so it's got to have a different kind of. So we're going to like systemically, you know, have like when we generate the planet, it's going to be, you know, it might still be a redwood, but it's going to grow differently because of different circumstances. I don't think they're going to do that. Because the terrain isn't supposed to be systemic or dynamic necessarily. I mean, like, the individual assets aren't. The placement of them is. If they... Because, like... And, I don't know, I mean, they would love... If they could make... If Star Citizen could be fully systemic and dynamic and just remake the fucking Matrix, they would. But I don't know how true that. I have seen a little bit of Matrix 1, but there's so many movies that I'm like, I need to watch. I really want to watch The Fifth Element. That's like a thing that's been gnawing at the back of my head. Like, I gotta fucking go and watch this. Also, I do like this. I don't even know. I would love to live in, like, the Southwest US. This is a thing. This has been a thing I've wanted to do for a very long time, or a thought I've had for a very long time, that I do like this sort of environment. And oh my god, it's an interesting thing. I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but like, you know, I got a girlfriend, and she's like, I cannot operate in hot weather. And I'm like, as somebody who's lived in a hot environment, that's valid. That's okay. But I'm just like, I was surprised with how okay I was with that, because it just like, this is like kind of a life dream of mine. Maybe not a dream of mine, but just like, you know, it's kind of a fucking big deal. It's kind of a thing. And I'm just like so willing to forget about it. And it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm like, well, okay. Hey. Because I want to say Flagstaff, Arizona is actually pretty cold. You know? It's not about, hey, this area is hot, it's about elevation and some other environmental factors. And I'm sure that you can just, you know, given enough time you adjust, but also I don't think, like, I don't know. Living plans, I don't think. I don't know. It's very up in the air. It might be the case that, like, if we do ever move in together, it might be the case that, you know, it's like, we live there for 5 years and then move to a different country. That really depends. Like, I mean, I don't want to get into it. I mean, they want to move to a different country. I understand. I understand why. And, like, I can't really argue with the thing, but I hope things get better that I could be like, maybe this just isn't worth it. But that is a little bit of hopium. You gotta remain optimistic. Realistic, but optimistic, I feel. And, like, you know... And, you know, there's been, like, some significant change. And, this year, in 2025. But as fast as that... But it could be a case that as fast as this changed, it could, change back and change further the other way. So, you know, that's also a thing. But yeah. Oh my god, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? So the problem with the floor is that there are some specific cutouts that I gotta cut the boards in a specific way. Like, I'm planning on getting the main thing done. It's, the house was built in the 90s. I don't know how much that helps with the, you know, understanding of it, but the toilet has its own room. So I'm not planning on doing the toilet room. I'm just planning on doing, like, I basically got everything done up until I needed to do some specific cuts on, not necessarily the table saw. I really need to get my, scroll saw. Jigsaw? I don't know what exactly the term is. The one that's, like, on the bench. And it's like a thin blade. Bandsaw? Yeah. I think bandsaw. I think that's what I'm thinking here. That, cause like I have the hand version of it. I guess. I don't know if I don't know if that's really super accurate, but, like, you know, I have that. And I could use that, but also I have this goddamn bench saw that I now actually can probably set up, but I just haven't yet. I'm trying to think, cause, like, one of these things where, like, I saw somebody, like, installing flooring and they, like, perfectly cut this thing, and I'm like, the difference is that I don't care. And, like, I'm like, oh, you know what? I totally could probably figure all of these things out very specifically, and I was like, I don't care. And that's genuinely what I've been thinking. And I'm like, this, okay, for one thing, could be better, but also, at the same time, like, this is just not a thing I care about. This is genuinely not a thing I care about. And there is some element of, if you want the job done right, fucking hire professionals. like, or do it yourself. You know, and it's like, oh, because I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I mean, my mom, like, actually did a lot of flooring in, like, the master bedroom, whereas all of, like, the downstairs, I did all of the downstairs. And it's, like, it's just her that wants the floor done, right? And it's just, like, I tried to show her, and, like, it's really not that complicated at all, you know? And then I show her, and I showed her again, and... Well, okay, I showed her, and she was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I showed her, you know, when we went upstairs, and she was like, oh my god, how the hell did I not do this before? This is, like, super easy. Why didn't I do this before? And it's like, I don't fucking know. Because I didn't tell you anything different. So it's, you know, one of those... Fiber, goddamn. Are these mushrooms? Are these cactus? Are these like... Oh, I guess they're trees. I will say, again, like, the environmental artists you know, this is amazing. Like, I'll give the creature, specifically the creature team for Bethesda, like, some crap for not making furry creatures. And, like, I mean, it's not necessarily their fault. It's more on to do with, like, they don't have the fur tech, because clearly they don't. And I mean, maybe whoever... Because Bethesda didn't remake Oblivion, that was a third party. And I think they did go and actually made fur. So hopefully they can, like, they have some agreement where they can use that, because, like, you know, I mean, even by the time that Skyrim was a thing, I think fur was, you know, something you actually, like, could do. Maybe not very well, but, like, in comparison to today. Ugh, jeez. I do say this, and, like, if I ever make a video game, I'm almost certainly going to have, like, it's going to be very cartoonish, low poly, not low poly, but, like, low poly. You know, very inexpensive to run, graphically speaking. And frankly, like, I would just want to make... I would want to make a game that runs very well, that is not super intensive, but it is like 500 gigabytes. But it's an optimized 500 gigabytes. And, like, you know, like, it's just... It maybe not, like... You know, I don't know. If I was going to make a video game, it would be an adaptation of my tabletop RPG. And it would be, the business model would be that we have the initial game, and maybe, well, I think probably the initial game probably would sell it for like $45 or whatever the equivalent is, and, you know, the economy. Like, something that's, like, not super expensive, but it's, you know, like, more expensive than... Like, I don't know. You know, something decent, but not, like, you know, super crazy. $30? Maybe $30. And, like... yeah. And then, you know, like, of course I would want there to be a giant mod scene, but I would also want there to be a, well, if I was the game director of a game studio, what I would want to do is like, hey, I have this idea, let's develop this idea, and probably what it would be is slowly developing some games that build on top of it until you reach this conglomerate game that's like, yes, this is, you know, like, we spent 10 years making games, and this is, like, basically we took, hey, here's the FPS element of our game, here's the space combat version of our game, here's the base building management of our game, and we, you know, turn them all into unique experiences. And we took them and then combined them all into one major thing, and that was always the plan. It was, you know, and then maybe, you know, from there, you know, like, hey, we've done the thing that I really want to do. Let's, like, we're going to support it. We're also going to, you know, like, other people can, you know, get a chance to, you know, express themselves, express their ideas.
You must leave at once. Come to die, Candle.
Yeah, and if you want to make, and if we want to make a game, preferably something that isn't like, you know, a huge series, but like not gonna just do that on a whim, of course, because that's like a big commitment, but like, absolutely, like, it's, you know, it's supposed to be, a game that can easily be modded, so just like, literally just making 1,000 DLCs for this one game would be the idea. The ideal. Especially because, again, I want to have something that's setting agnostic, so like, literally being able to go in and say, hey, I want to having some presets, and like having it be an open world, well, like an open world, open-ended, you know, like, experience. I don't want to say survival, because, like, yeah, there should probably be some, there probably should be, like, hey, I want to have some settings where, hey, how much do I want to have survival stuff? Because, like, honestly, yeah, I mean, that'd be I would love that, but I'd also probably love it if it was just, it would be very nice if you did have a thing of just, oh, you don't get hungry, food items still heal you and stuff, but, like, they're not, you know, like, super necessary for, like, you don't have to eat every 5 hours just to make sure you don't die, right? Okay, let's go somewhere else, because clearly we need to. Oh, Frozen Plains don't have anything. That's unfortunate. We're not like... You know what'd be really interesting? Deciduous Forest. Let's see here. Okay. If there were any tidally locked planets where half of the planet is in perpetual daytime and half of the planet is in perpetual nighttime, I haven't, like, you know, I haven't sorry, I thought I heard something. I I haven't stuck around long enough to see if there were any planets like that. What is the entire like ground just made up of a creature? That's what it's kind of feeling like. Also, I have to admit, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't know. Like, what has to be the case is that there's like some of these ecological things are. There has to be like 2 ecological things and 2 life form things or whatever. I think that's different. I really wish the traits were somehow more doable, or usable, or more readable, where like, I don't, like, I think it used to be the case that it was just like, oh, here's a feature, and it didn't even specify, but like, I don't know, I mean, I know that usually these features, at the very least, have a higher chance of showing up in different biomes, but clearly that's not, like, there's something more to it. Honestly, I'm gonna guess that actually, like, it should show up as, like, a % completion thing, I think. And I think that actually, there has to be. That is not a tropical forest. There has to be something in the frozen plains. Ooh. Sorry, I have a friend. Huey Leone on Twitch and some other places. I don't know. I'm not sure. He's my friend, but also I don't talk to him enough. I really need to add him on like Discord or something. Sorry, I'm just like, yeah, no, it's like, we met in high school, and, I saw him, like, at a Halloween party last year, and, and I was like, hey, I hear you stream, and, I also stream. And I drunkenly was like, hey, let me show you my Twitch, and he raids me every once in a while. I feel bad, because I'm raid shy, where I totally should just raid more people. It should just be my thing. But there's like a few people, but like, I need to, like, I don't know, I need to have somebody. I feel like I need to have somebody who I'm, because I would raid and dip. That's what I would do. Because I just get shy about it, and like I wouldn't want to say anything in chat, because that's just a thing. That's just an anxiety thing. And like, ugh. Oh no, I didn't want to fast travel, Jesus Christ. Goddamn. Oh no, because I was scanning the thing. I think I can fast travel back. Oh, or I could drive over. Can't fast travel while driving. It also, like, I don't know, I don't do the driving too often, and I should do it more, but also there is an element of driving isn't like super amazing. The terrain is definitely not built for it. But also that is, I mean, there is an element, of course, like, you know, yeah, you can't just build a fucking road in the middle of nowhere. That would be silly. But also, there's an element of, like, hey, you need to be able to drive stuff around. And I am so curious how that's gonna work in Star Citizen. Like, really, like, ground gameplay in Star Citizen sucks. Like, they have a bunch of ground vehicles, and, like, I would love to pretend like there's some interesting thing there, but, like, we don't have any... We've never seen an NPC drive a ground vehicle. Which, I mean, I feel like is a... Like... I mean, it maybe isn't, like, too surprising, but, like... Yeah. I mean, that seems, like, also terrifying, because, like, yeah, if we're talking about, like, you know, a cyclone, a turret cyclone, versus you just on the ground, I mean, like, what are you gonna do? I mean, shoot the driver, shoot the gunner? I mean, you can, sure, but, like, that's gonna be a terrifying matchup. I mean, frankly, it should be. Of course, like, then it's like, oh, you get a railgun, or get, you know, have somebody in your squad, because you should have a squad, who's just the heavy, who has, you know, who has the railgun, has the missile launcher. But we are just not there yet. I don't know if the AI... I think the AI could probably... I don't know, I'd be interested to see the AI do stuff with that, but... Yeah, I mean, we also are gonna get... AI turrets, as in, like, stationary AI turrets that shoot at players, and I'm terrified because it's like, am I gonna have to shoot this very tiny object, and, like... Is that what's gonna happen? Probably. Or just avoiding it, but who knows. I'm very curious as well, because, like, there are some other elements of things like, well, there's some other things I guess I could talk about in the next episode, so until then, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.